on the restreams, and Math Girl with me in the commentators booth. How's it going?
I am good. How are you?
It's great to be here. It's great to be here. These stats are something else, though, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Also, sorry, I'm gonna have to quiet down a little.
Ooh, bonus key and the death necklace in the throne room. We have a potential to really bust things open here.
This will definitely be interesting, so I would go down and then come back and see.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you've got a potential for a gold grind if there is a key and a gold in there. Looks like did the Tesla actually save first? I don't think they did.
They're going back.
But they've already spent the key!
Yeah, I think they just noticed that, but they can still get the gold grind if they happen to, get it on the last two chests.
Oh, there's a bonus key in there. There's a... Oh, Erdrick's armor! Right off the... No, that can't be Erdrick's armor. That was wings.
Aww.
And the final chest was the fighter's ring.
Oh, it was armor?
Okay, there was an armor. Okay, the thing is, the gold grind glitch, when it kicks in...
Yeah, we've got armor and a ring and a death necklace, so yeah, that's the thing.
Alright, now here's the interesting thing. Centroid is actually doing a wing grind, which is interesting because you can sell those wings. That's almost hand axe money right there in his inventory.
Yeah.
And a city literally 1 square away, and it is the town of Cole!
Let's see what the search spot is. What do you bet it's just for a jet seed?
And that has found the Stones of Sunlight, one of the 3 key items the runners will need. Meanwhile, Tesla has gone into the back! Has burned the second key, gone into the back, and has found the jerk.
And we've got Flame Sword, I saw the rest.
Nice. Now, the problem with the Tesla is he just burned his bonus key that he got from the Armory, and he has no gold to buy more keys. And now he's stuck behind the NPC, because NPC pathing truly is the final boss.
You know, I made a suggestion at one point that they, Oh, wait, he can grind the...
Oh, no! Tesla did a key grind instead of a wing grind. Which, legitimate, yes. So, absolutely, both runners off to an amazing start here. These stats coming up are nice for level 2.
Yeah. I'm not sure what Tesla was doing, but there we go. Alright.
And then the Tesla will pick up his Stones of Sunlight.
So, we're already off to a...
Yeah, we're off to a fantastic start. Centroid now finding the town of Garenham. And,
we have... full plate...
half plate, full plate, there's some good things there. There's a copper sword in Cole that might be of interest to the runners early game. Also a small shield. Yeah, Centroid is gonna burn all these wings out. It's gonna be roughly copper sword money, not hand axe money, but still. A copper sword would be a huge pickup. So would a small shield, to be perfectly honest.
Yep.
Although with Erdrick's armor, the shield is less critical.
This is definitely interesting though. Gosh.
Yeah, now Centroid can't go into the back to get the to get those keys because he didn't do a key grind, he did a wing grind. So he only has the 1 key, but now that he's got some money, he can go into the back and buy keys from the dude in the back.
Yep.
And that's probably what he's gonna do instead of picking up a copper sword. The Tesla, meanwhile, going to one of the most obnoxious item shops in the entire game. The item shop at Cole is infamous because that dude that's the Link cosplayer walking around has a tendency to get himself stuck in that exit and just completely block you in. but level 3 gets both hurt and heal as well as repel.
Also, there's a small shield in here as well.
Yeah, there's a small shield there that'll definitely be of use to them.
So, okay. Yeah. Although I'm surprised they're not getting the... Oh, I guess they probably don't have... I don't know how much dragon scale is.
It's a couple of defense points. It's not horrible, but, I mean, you know, you've got Erdrick's armor, so you're not really worried about defense at this stage in the game unless you start running into something really dangerous.
Considering the seeds Elmore has been rolling of late.
Yeah, what I would be doing right now is I'd be doing some grinding to get some stuff. With heal and hurt, I mean, you've got options for, I mean, most of the lower tier enemies are easily on farm, with even some of the mid tier enemies easily available with that defense power. Something like skeletons, absolutely on the menu. Especially with hurt.
Right.
But yeah, skeletons, even wolves with a couple of hurts, down. And that's absolutely something to be able to do. That'll get you a good amount of experience points. Get that early grind out of the way with, so you can go out forth into the world and get things taken care of. Yeah, tossing torches is another viable one that can be used as an item. It's about half the power of a hurt spell, but it's an item that costs very little gold, so really good. Oh, here's a wolf from the Tesla. He's gonna go ahead and just use that hurt spell and take this wolf down. That is going to be an enormous amount of experience. No, he's just gonna bail. Okay.
Yep, and he's gonna make it to
Garenham, yeah. Now, there is no gold in the Armory, so there will be no gold grind, which means you're...
We're seeing the chest for the first time, though.
First chest is a torch. Second chest is an herb. Third chest is a torch.
So, nothing good, but we'll see what the back is. You'll have to help me, because I know caves.
Oh, Staff Cave.
Okay, so we found Jerk and Staff.
We found Jerk and Staff. We've already got the stones. So we've got a good chunk of our honeydew list already taken care of.
Yeah, right next to Start at that.
Yeah, but this area over by Garenham, oops. Oh, okay, skeletons only have baby breath. This is actually good for them.
Yep.
Yeah, skeletons, wolves. I like this area over here by Garenham to do your early grind. 6 power, 8 speed. No hit points, 1 mana.
Oh my god. This is a seed.
This is definitely a seed. I don't want to jinx the runners with commentary curse, so I'm going to shut up about the predictions on the seed right now. But I really like this area. You know, Poltergeist is another low mid-tier enemy that would just be an easy ask for you with baby breath, so it doesn't even hurt that bad. This is just a really great place to do your early grind. Wolves, skeletons, poltergeist, everything you could ask for with the resources the players currently have available to them.
So I am not afraid to jinx the runners, and I'm gonna say Vanilla Sword.
Oof.
Because I'm mean like that.
Yeah, the Tesla is very quickly not only recovering, but overtaking the XP lead, getting his level.
Yep, though early XP leads me next to nothing unless they get a significant jump in stats.
Yep. Didn't quite buy the copper sword, but you could tell Tesla is looking at that copper sword, going, "Yeah, that's gonna be mine in a bit. Let me get let me get my side hustle going on here, and I'll be back." Yeah, it needs 5 more gold, so literally anything could have worked. But this Drakema is awesome. It's also 20 experience as well as 25 gold, which is not bad at this level.
Oh. Also, yeah, they're only 2 experience points different.
Yeah, they're neck and neck as far as experience goes. Right now, it's anybody's game. They now both have the copper sword. Oh, Centroid fighting the first AK-47 of the seed, getting knocked back home.
Yep, also, thank you, Diabetes, and welcome, Raiders.
Yeah, thank you for the raid, Diabetes the Second. A wonderful guy, amazing dude in our community. And welcome all of you raiders. You have come in just in time. It's only 11 minutes in, and we have a race going on. We had Erdrick's armor in the armory with a bonus key in the throne room and a key grind that at least Tesla was able to take care of. And yeah, it's just been a race so far.
Yep. Also found Ring in there as well, and the Death Necklace in the start. So,
yeah, the Ring and the Death Necklace were also in the armory. The only thing that's not in the armory is gold, unless you want to talk about the Death Necklace chest when you open it up in future Whoa, 21 hit points to level 7.
Ooh, no, that's level 6.
That was level 6, okay. Yeah, there you go. No, Death Necklace was in Throne Room. It was the ring that was in the armory. Either way. Oh, Dayan was in the Throne Room, so not even a slow grind available. Yeah.
But yeah, no gold in the armory or whatever.
Yeah, but I'm liking this area with all of the skeletons and wolves, and sure, I'll take a poltergeist. But this is just an amazing area for the level that they're at, grinding right now at level 6. Until they can get some more substantial tools, this is probably going to be the most economic grind they can grab right now.
So, remind me how much XP is needed for level 7?
Let me actually look that up. For level 7, I believe 337.
That's what chat's saying as well, so yeah, we're about 120 off from that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these poltergeists would be scary if it wasn't for the fact that both runners have Erdrick's armor, and they have baby breath, which, you know, if you only had like 30 hit points and no Erdrick's armor, that's scary. But with Erdrick's armor and 50 hit points, much less scary. And there's that AK-47 Tesla ran into and ran away, just kind of dabbed out of there.
Yep. I don't have the screen space to keep a tracker open, honestly.
Unfortunately, I'm on a single monitor run myself, but I've got it set up in the background. I can tab out to it. Yeah, these Metal Scorpions are nice. Rogue Scorpion, not so much. Demon Knight, very much not so much.
Also, this looks like the northwest corner of the map.
Yep, that was Swamp Cave that dropped him all the way up there. And Freebie go, hey, you have a pseudo grind here.
Okay. Oh, that's a thing.
That is a thing. We have a pseudo grind here. I wouldn't exactly want to get a silver shield this way, but that flame sword is calling my name.
Exactly. Plus, we haven't even seen a larger silver shield that I've noticed.
Yeah, of course, we still haven't seen the Mall of Cantlin, so...
Yeah, but I like to... well, I say I
Oh,
like to.
that's a devious comment in chat. Can easily afford half plate now. Yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that they already have Erdrick's armor.
Yo.
I've actually done that before. I had Erdrick's armor, forgot I had Erdrick's armor, was like, ooh, half plate, score.
Also, I think since it's in the throne room, you actually can't ever get the armor back on the save file.
Oh, the armor was in the armory, so you can get it.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, the
Oh, yeah.
throne room was the
Yeah.
death necklace, the key, and the other key. Oh, and we have a Charlock sighting on Centroid's side. Starting to
that was
wander
a
about
thing.
a little bit further. Star Wyverns only have baby breath, which make them very unintimidating, even at this level, and especially not when you're trying to do a Charlock dive. So this Charlock is starting to look less intimidating than the average, although we haven't seen some of the other denizens of Charlock yet.
We haven't seen my favorite enemy yet.
No, we saw the AK-47s.
What, did we?
Yeah, we've seen the AK-47. So far, they were content to one-shot Centroid.
I mean, that sounds like AK-47's Axe 4.
Yeah, he just used Axe more. So there's level 7 has hurt more.
Yes, please.
Ooh, this is big. Now all of a sudden, he's got his eyes set to much bigger prey. He's looking for Magi Wyverns, he's looking for Wraith Knights, he's looking for Axe Knights, he's looking for the big money enemies now, 100 to 130 experience point total stuff, even green dragons with these hurt mores. He's got a lot of options, and Tesla also just picking up level 7 and that hurt more spell. This has just really increased their ability to grind.
Also Radiant.
Also Radiant. and comment from chat, I cast Radiant at the darkness.
Hey. Speaking of darkness, we're in a dark save. I don't know my caves yet. Wanna help me out here, Sneaky?
I didn't see what direction he ran into. Looks like that is Grave? Or maybe just Swamp. Okay, went back in a swamp. Okay.
Cool. Also running into Scorpion and killing it.
Yeah, that was Swamp. He went back to Swamp South.
So, was there
I think he's trying to get back to town. He's got 870. That is hand axe money, but I don't think there was a hand axe in those two towns.
No, I don't believe so.
Yeah, Copper Sword is the biggest they've got. Although there is that small shield that is available, but looks like Tesla's already got it. Centroid doesn't have it yet, but it's over in Garenham. Or, Cole. Oh, hand axe available at the Cole weapon market. Ooh.
So... that's not where he's going, though.
Yeah, that hand axe would also be good, because anything you don't blow up with your Hurtmore, you can just axe.
Maybe he didn't note which town the hand axe was at.
Well, he's checking the other town. He'll get it here. That's not a problem. Minor time loss.
Yep.
There's the hand axe right there, and there's this small shield as well. There is also a flame sword there, but I don't foresee either runner actually getting the flame sword. They're probably going to be either comfortable with this hand axe until they get the big stick, or maybe if they desperately need it, the broadsword, but I don't really foresee even a broadsword being in play here.
You say that.
I mean, if they've got the money and they see it, they will probably pick it up just as a why not, but, I mean, you know.
The number of times I've seen the sword in Sherlock of late. Oof.
Ooh, Centroid nuking a knight and getting next level. 21 power, 2 speed, 17 hit points, 3 magic, and the spell of return. Holy moly!
Yup, also I think it's becoming very, very obvious what stat's gonna be lagging today.
Yeah. Level 8, 20 MP. Oof. Meanwhile, the Tesla runs into a blue and gets eaten alive.
I mean, the other day we saw a 60-something MP where they just went and faced the Dragon Lord.
I mean, if you've got 140 something attack power, you could do it.
It was a thing.
It was a thing.
I
But yeah,
that
I'm
it
also
was-
looking at that 37 agility and going,
I mean, that's annoying, but agility is just a number.
Until you get hit for 50 by the Dragon Lord's physical and get sent back home.
Details.
Details.
Arco Bridge.
Arco Bridge
is
there.
out of reach.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we can get this, AK down.
Well, one nuke hits it. Second nuke hits it. And now has done well in defeating the Armored Knight. 172 experience and ding level 8 for Tesla. They are definitely neck and neck. Centroid, meanwhile, having made their way into grave. First chest, gold. Second chest, silver harp in grave.
Okay.
Who rolled this? Third one, fairy water. And is probably going to dive to bottom of grave because you never want to leave those two chests orphaned because it's a pain to have to come all the way back here and dive it if you realize that there is something down there you need.
Yep. That's funny though. We already have harp, stones, and armor.
And we know where the staff cave is already.
And the church cave for that matter.
Uh-oh. Ran away at 2 hit points. Good job. It looks like Centroid is going to opt to not dive to the bottom, though. Oh, no. Yep, there he is.
Don't die!
Oh, no. Droll Magi is going, no. Again, at 2 hit points. Uses an herb there. Descends down the staircase. Is going to try and just run this at no MP.
And no herbs that I saw left.
You do get hero walk from the armor, though. Every step they take is +1 hit point.
Yeah, but when you're getting hit for 20 or something from enemies, or 10 in this case, like,
Yeah, 4th chest is a cursed belt, so we know at least one search spot is enabled. However, we've also already seen the search spot in Cole have the Stones of Sunlight, so not necessarily indicative.
Yep.
I don't think either runner has seen what is on the spike yet. Oh, okay, looks like there is a golem on Spike Tile and Swamp Cave. Ouch.
Oh boy. This is gross.
So that's not really a good grind for either of these runners yet. Maybe if they get a flute, it'll be more viable, but let's see what else to do.
Also, that level 9 was absolute trash.
Yeah, the Tesla is doing really good taking on these armored knights. 2 hurt mores and job's done. Meanwhile, Centroid making their way to this final chest in grave, at the very bottom, there is a magic key.
But the peace of mind of knowing you left nothing behind.
Absolutely. There's nothing more frustrating than going, oh man, I have to, do I really have to dive to the bottom of the grave? Can I just maybe do something else first?
The biggest issue, look at the MP right now and look at what level we're on.
Yeah, that MP total is perhaps leaving something to be desired. Now, the Centroid's got a problem. The Centroid is now wanting a Death Warp, because they're at 0 MP. They don't have the outside spell anyway. They're wanting a free ticket home, but they've also got Erdrick's armor and is healing up as much as they're getting hurt by wandering around down here.
Hey, Strinky. Little known fact, you can use the harp to call enemies from what I hear.
Yeah, but they're only tier 1, they're only Hex 0 enemies, so they're only gonna be like slimes and drakeys.
I mean, you can still Death Warp off of them. It's just gonna take a bit.
It's gonna take forever. It would be much easier to just adjust your ring on something like this Magi Wyvern. Although he's probably just doing an experience grind right now. I mean, he's getting some experience down here.
Yeah,
and if he dies, then good job. I've just gone ahead and done my Death Warp. Either way, it's a win-win scenario. Meanwhile, the Tesla is trying to take on this metal slime, but it does run away from them.
So I believe in these flags, it's scaled metal slimes, but not scared metal slimes.
Right, but his defense is high enough and his attack bar is high enough, they're gonna run anyway.
Ah. That's kinda dumb.
Well, I mean, and for those of you who are new to this particular tournament, there's a new flag set called Scaled Slimes. There was some comment in the community about, you know, if you get an early metal slime, and that 255 experience can really get you going, especially if you get something like Hurt More early on that you can use to just kind of explode onto the scene. So what they've done is if you are under level 8, instead of getting 255 experience, you get 32 times your current level in experience.
Or 255, whichever is lower.
Well, by the time you hit level 8, it's maxed out, so.
Yep.
Because that would be 256. So, under level 8, it's scaled, and then at level 8 and beyond, it's just 255.
Yup. But yeah,
meanwhile, Centroid is going to go ahead and turn in this harp that he found immediately.
Yup. But yeah, look at all this swamp. Sure is a good thing we found that armor.
Sure is a darn good thing we found that armor, yeah. And here's an Axe Knight for Tesla, who's just going to physical this thing down, is going to run. Didn't really feel comfortable with that. Unfortunately, didn't have the mana for an easy nuke.
Yup. But this MP still scares the crap out of me.
We'll see. It ain't over till it's over. But yeah, this whole tournament, it has been a trope of this tournament that one stat is going to lag behind the others substantially until some predetermined level where all of a sudden they get like 50 or 60 points over the course of 2 levels.
Yeah. Oh, this is just level 9. Never mind. How much is it for level 10? Or never mind.
Level 10 is 1500.
19, 16, 1. About that MP. We're still...
Yeah. MP leaves a little something to be desired. Level 11 is going to be 2175.
Yeah, at this rate, we're gonna have so much strength before we have the MP that, we're not gonna need the sword, possibly.
I mean, more attack power is always more better.
Depends where the sword's hiding.
Stone Man also have baby breath. Okay, Centroid finds the Great Maul of Cantland, picks up a large shield for himself, which is a very good pickup. Probably the last the shield that they're going to get, given they don't have access to a gold grind, and is now going to go check for these coordinates.
Yep, so it is
54 south, 3 west.
That sounds like first continent, because I believe that the second continent took us to the northwest corner.
Yep, there is also a broadsword available in the Great Maul of Cantland, if that is something that the players decide that they desire. That is kind of countable. 54 to the south, and then 3, sire, to the west.
And yeah, Elmore, they've got a grind, but you don't want to take that grind to Silver Shield level.
Yeah, that pseudo grind in Freebie Cave, I mean, you technically could, but that would be... It would have to be an extraordinary circumstance for that to actually be worth the time investment.
Okay, so this looks like a wraparound. This is gonna be a fun count.
I wouldn't be surprised if one of the players did end up rescuing the princess on this, just because of the annoying wraparound that they're gonna have to do to backtrack to. But at the same time, you know, I mean,
it's doable.
You gotta face tank your way through that golem first, which means you're either gonna need the flute or you're gonna need a little bit more firepower.
Wraparound? Where the heck's the wraparound? Cause yeah, we just ran into an little area that stops. Ay.
Hey, the Tesla did take down that armored knight, and Courage and Wit has served thee well. Promoted to the next level. Power by 3, response speed 4, hit points 2, magic 12! Finally, we found some magic points here! As well as stop spell and outside.
Yeah, that's certainly heck of a lot better, but still lagging behind significantly.
Yeah, but that's a lot better than a kick in the teeth. And the Tesla has now found the Garen's grave, and will be picking up their silver harp as well as other things. Meanwhile, the Centroid has found the town of Rimildar, normally the place to buy keys, but that wasn't really necessary in this particular feed.
Why buy keys? Just well,
now there is that chest down there. Are they actually going? No, I don't. Centroid didn't bother searching the chest.
Okay.
I mean, 90% of the time, the chest is a complete troll. I mean, I've seen the 1-for-2 deal of getting a key there. I've seen the most expensive torch in Alfgard. I've seen wings down there. But there's also been cases where the sword or the token can be found in that chest. So,
apparently
yeah.
It had fairy water.
Oh, okay.
And apparently he already opened it earlier, and
Gotcha.
he's counting.
Yeah, Centroid is counting. go ahead and pick up this low-hanging fruit with this knight. Quick 78 experience points out of a single nuke. And there a river runs through it.
That's what I was questioning. It's like, where's the wraparound though? Because I mean, it's possible it's second continent, I guess, but considering where the coordinates are and where it took us on the map, I doubt it.
So let's talk about what could potentially be on those coordinates, because the only options left are the sword, the token, and the flute. Two of those three you really want, and even the flute, if you have to rescue the princess, well, if you have to rescue the princess, you're not going to be having access to it. That would just be the perfect troll.
No kidding.
But, you know, the flute would help well with your golem grind if it's what you end up having to do. We haven't seen Hawksness yet, so we don't know what is in Hawksness.
Nope. And, I mean, maybe this is a different thing than I was seeing earlier, but when I saw it earlier, it just kind of hit a dead end. And yep, there be the dead end I spoke of.
Yep, and now he's trying to go around it. He's basically following this body of water to see where the wraparound actually exists.
And then maybe do the count afters once you figure it out.
So, I mean, and if they're not able to do that, this could well be a princess rescue scenario. Despite the fact that it looks fairly straightforward, but, well, looks can, in fact, be deceived. Oops, dead end.
Either. It might be second continent. I mean, it's not.
Are you having to wrap around the other direction?
Maybe. I mean, just because it took us to the northwest corner doesn't mean it's not second continent. It could be a very...
Yeah, the second continent could actually be like a western continent that wraps back around under the first one.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because it's looking kind of like that might be the case. Not gonna lie. But this direction might take it in. Never mind. Apparently he's saying nope.
Yeah, he's gonna try and wrap around the other direction. The Tesla now getting the coordinates.
I mean, this looks like it should be a straightforward set of coordinates, but it's not.
Oh, question in chat about no damage from tiles with Erdrick's armor. I don't think we've actually managed to go over what the Erdrick's armor does for them, for the newer members who might not be familiar with this lovely piece of equipment. But first off, Erdrick's armor does have the highest defense of any armor in the game. Number 2, it reduces the amount of damage you take from Hurt More, Baby Breath, and the DL2 Breath, which is very critical. Number 3, it makes you completely immune to the effects of the stop spell. So, yeah, you're never going to have to worry about getting stop spelled again. And finally, number 4, it makes you immune to the swamp and barrier tiles.
Yep.
And Centroid is almost there. Ooh, the Tesla's only about 100 experience points away from his next level. It's 2175.
This has got to be the most gross set of potentially countable coordinates I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, no, it's 3000 for level 12. You're right, I was thinking level 11 still. Derp. Derp to derp.
Yeah, there's also the one point of healing for every step, I believe.
Yeah, I think I mentioned that down in Garen's grave when Centroid was diving grave, but yes, that is also the case where it will heal you 1 point per step you take.
I'm betting this is a second continent troll. Because it just looks like there's nowhere to wrap around. I mean, maybe we just haven't found it, but it just is kind of looking that way.
It kinda sorta is, which is really gonna be a pain. Talk about a wraparound. You're having to warp all the way to the northwestern corner of the map to wrap all the way back around to just about due south of the center of the map.
Yeah, that's just gross if that's actually the case.
Wait a minute, I think Centroid just found their way over there.
Oh, maybe. Oh,
There it is, and it is the fairy flute!
Oh boy, so that was first continent.
And there's two caves there.
Yep.
Nailed it!
Ugh, all that work for a flute.
Well, that does make the golem slightly more viable.
Yeah, true. Very true.
Looks like the Tesla's gonna go ahead and grab themselves a broadsword here. I mean, they've got the money, why not? Although, they really need a large shield as well, especially with the somewhat lackluster agility. Yeah, they're still on a small shield.
Yup. But hey, at least Centroid has the search spot done now and doesn't have to worry about it.
Oh dear, in chat. Well, that search was quite flutiful.
Yep.
Two drums and a cymbal fall off a cliff, but on ching! Haha!
I will note, still haven't found the token.
No, they have not yet found the token. We also haven't found Mountain Cave, which is 5 chests.
Although, can token be in a chest?
Yes, it can.
Oh, nice.
We also haven't found Hawksness. There might be something in Hawksness, or there might not be. We've only seen one belt and we've seen 2 search spots. There may not be a 3rd search spot yet.
There's also the very real possibility that third cursed belt is in Sharlock.
Absolutely. The 2nd and 3rd curse belts could easily be in Sharlock. Tesla's gonna go try to rescue the princess, trying to take on this golem without the flute, and is going to get trolled by the fact that he picks up the flute after having to deal with this golem at least once. He does have the outside spell, so he doesn't have to do it again. He just grabs the princess, outside return, done. But this golem just goes, no.
You shall not pass.
Yeah, there will be a spike tile in Hawksness. It's just a question of whether or not there's going to be anything to be found underneath it. I mean, if it's, yeah, that golem is just not going to be survivable without Heal More. Or some way of putting it to sleep, one or the other. But really, you need Heal More to take on that brick wall.
I'm calling 16 for Heal More.
Ooh.
Sneaky, you should know my theory on basically all things seed rolling by now.
Oh, of course. Actually, what I could even, you know, the only thing that is more trolly than Heal More at 16 is Heal More at level 1, and then like 20 magic points up until level 14.
Yeah.
I've seen you roll those kind of seeds before, too.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Clearly, I know not of what you speak. Methinks the lady doth protest too much. And Tesla has found the town of Breckenary, home of the 6 Gold Inn. We'll leave a torch out for you.
Hey, Sneaky.
Hmm?
We found a level 12.
Ooh, look at that hit point total. And we actually found some MP, too.
And a little bit of Agi as well.
And a little bit of agility, yeah. I mean, it looks like we're going to be looking at some Death Necklace strats, so we could be seeing attack powers in the 140s by the time we get to the Dragon Lord, which means even if we do only have like 60, 70 magic points, we could still probably do it. Now, there's a pair of Sparkover bridges isolated from the rest of the world that will never be searched.
Also, was this, yeah. I would love a list of those kind of seats. Just saying.
And at...
Huh?
I was gonna
no.
say, as we're rounding the 45-minute mark, brief pause for station identification. You are watching Week 5 of the Swiss Open series for the playoffs of the Summer 2021 Dragon Warrior Randomizer Tournament. I am Sneaky the Lost. With me in the commentator's booth is Math Girl. We've got Kemion Renokai running the tracker there at the bottom of your screen. Yeah, that's not automated. We actually have a guy behind the curtains flipping switches and levers. And of course, Elmore St. James bringing you the restreams to bring you all of this lovely content. We're also going to go ahead and drop a link to our Discord in the chat channel. If you like this kind of stuff, you think you want to go ahead and try it out, come on over. We're a very open and welcoming community. We're always eager to go ahead and help people out, get started with the randomizer, learn its ins and outs, and who knows, we might see you in the next tournament.
Yep, also, follow the second link of mine, not the first one. I don't know a mathgirl underscore 718. Oh yeah. But, yeah, these are actually, other than the horrible MP and Adria, it's not been a bad speed, it's kinda vloggy.
Comment in chat, looks like the players were given suitable can openers early on. It was more a case of they were given a suitable can to hide in. Hurtmore didn't really come online until level 8, and until then, you know. Ah, true. The hurt spell was at level 3. And that did help them get through that hump to hurt more. Of course, they still only have 44 magic points to cast it with, so... Tesla's gonna make another attempt at this golem. And, I kind of question this, but, you know... There's always the excellent blow.
Yep. This is just...
It's just a damage race right now because there's no way he can heal more than the golem hurts. Yeah.
I would see if 13 or 14 has the heal more before going for that thing.
Yeah, Centroid found Tablet Cave. Mountain Cave is still eluding us, and it is starting to look like the token may be there. Either that or in the mythical town of Hawksness.
Yep. I'm guessing Hawksness, though.
Actually, you know what I'm guessing? Hawksness has a fun police sitting on it with absolutely nothing underneath.
I like how you think.
One of your kind of fun police.
No, my fun police are called the AK-47s with their axe bores. And, you know, sleepy dragon breath. Because we totally haven't seen one of those before or anything.
Question in chat, does Tesla have the coordinates and want GPS? Someone else in the chat responds, Teslas drive themselves. But yes, the problem is the wraparound is bad enough. Centroid managed to do it without rescuing the princess, but I think the Tesla has pretty much decided on it. And Centroid has found the town of Hawksness. This could get interesting.
Grab your popcorn, folks.
Yeah, the Tesla needs it up. There's the red dragon. Let's see. Looks like so far it's just content to cast Bite more.
Yeah, bite more very, very hard. So about that search bot.
So about that search spot. Well, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna have the wombo combo.
Red dragons don't need the wombo combo to hurt.
No, they don't. You are correct. And in fact, just a red with just straight up sleep would have been bad enough.
I know we call the red dragons the fun police, but honestly, in my seeds, usually the AK-47s are worse.
Well, they are when they're a 3 out of 5 encounter rate.
With 75% sleep, 50% DL2 breath, and 3/4 resist to stop spell.
Yeah, fortunately that can't happen anymore. Comment in chat. You can sometimes land a stop spell. You can't stop punch. Well, you can. It's called sleep.
Oh, sneaky. You forgot one specific detail of that siege. We had no hurt more.
Oh, right. That. Yeah. Yeah. Our winter tournaments tend to be a little more, shall we say, varied in the flag sets.
Yeah, you know you've done your job right when you roll a seed so bad they change the randomizer for it.
Chaos, destruction, and misery. My job is done here.
That's the point at which you look at it and be like, I'm never gonna roll a seed worse than that, ever.
Oh, looks like Tesla finally got through the golem and is gonna go ahead and rescue the princess.
Yep, and I think can just outside from here. Right?
Absolutely. He's just outside return, done. And Centroid has found the Airdrix token at the top of Mountain Cave.
Yes, please.
4 chests left. You'd still get the sword in one of these 4 chests, though. So definitely going to go ahead and grab it. That one looked like it was either an herb or a key, whichever one he was full on. Next one is going to be a torch. Next one is going to be some bucks. And the final chest at the very bottom, which in the vanilla game had a small chance of actually being the cursed necklace.
So, basically, it was absolute garbage, is what you're telling me.
Well, no, you could sell it for over 1,000 gold.
Ah.
It was the wings and outside. But yeah, no, if you got the cursed necklace there, that was like effectively 1,200 bucks. That was half plate or almost a broadsword right there. Especially if you dove that pretty early on in your run. I mean, you could really get you could just totally skip hand axe that way.
Yeah. Also, we can get the rainbow drop now. We can poke our heads in Sherlock.
Okay, confirming in chat that that had to have been an herb, not a key, because he was missing 2 keys.
Also, that takes down the red dragon. Nothing.
And they're
You
found
get
nothing!
nothing!
Nothing! You found nothing!
I still want to high five you right now, Snoopy.
Virtual high fives, woot! So, looks like the sword is indeed in Charlock Castle. So, let's play the pyramid game. We've got 6 chests in the armory itself, plus the vanilla location, which we refer to as the judge's table. So the first one is at 50, then 100, then 150. The next row is 200 and 250, and the top one is 250. Now, I always vote judge's table. Every time. Because, you know, even though it's almost never the case, the odds are 6 to 1 against. But when that one does happen, it's always amusing. And Centroid has just picked up their rainbow drop. Centroid is kind of in the driver's seat here, is a little bit behind in XP, but not an insurmountable amount, just about 800, which at this point is like 3 or 4 fights, to be honest. So not really that bad off. Meanwhile, if they get a hold of the sword, the Erdrick's big stick, that could be interesting. Now, let's talk about grinds. You've got a golem or a red dragon as your 2 options, and Hawksness is kind of way out in the middle of BF nowhere, so iteration time is a pain. They do have the flute, so that golem is starting to become more viable, especially if they do get the big stick with some more attack power.
Hi.
Ooh, okay. No attack power, but they did finally get some MP at level 13.
Yup. So yeah, this is a thing.
This is a thing. And at 150 hit points, we are definitely in Death Necklace territory. Oh, 5, 11, 27, 20. Yeah, that just gave us all the things.
Yep. I mean, I don't know there's a magic number, but you kind of want to... It's... Take the 1 off, divide by 2 for your max, divide by 2 again for your min.
Yeah, so that would be for your attack power. So here's how it works. So the Dragon Lord Phase 2 has 100 defense. So you take your attack power minus 100, divide by 2, that's your max. Divide by 2 again, that's your minimum. So with an attack power of say 111, it's minus 100 is 11, divide by 2, round down, because we're doing integers here, so it's always rounded down, is going to be 10 to 5. That's not going to be defeating any Dragon Lords anytime soon. Although, if they pick up the big stick, that's going to be a substantial boost to attack power right there.
You're saying right now?
Mm-hmm.
Well, with Death Necklace, you mean?
Yeah. Well, even without Death Necklace, 11 is... Oh, no, you're right. It's and 111 is 5 to 2.
Yup.
Oof. Yeah, definitely not defeating any Dragon Lords there. But with the Death Necklace, it would be plus 10. So it would be 21 attack power, which would be 10 to 5 range.
Oh boy, though. Also, yeah, what is that sprite Tesla's using?
I think it's from Dragon Warrior 3? I'm wanting to say female wizard? Yes.
Saying so.
Cast Ice Bolt! Actually, right now, I'm sure what they would want to cast is B-Kill, but that's beside the point.
Gosh, though. So, what's the 14 is 5625?
Yeah, 14 is 5625, and then 15 if they have to go there, and even 7500.
So, we're getting close.
No, 5625, and then 7500. Thank you. Yeah, comment on chat. Ice Bolt works well on deadly mushrooms. The booklet says so. Until it doesn't. And then you get poisoned.
Yeah, so, wait, why would the booklet say so?
The booklet had some interesting, just random information and tidbits in the booklet. If you bought it from the actual store, instead of getting it from, like, Funko Land, like everyone did.
What the heck's Funko Land?
It's what used to be in existence before GameStop. GameStop bought out Funko Land.
Never heard of it before.
Yeah, Funko Land basically was the second-hand gaming store where you would buy, you know, Nintendo games and Genesis games second-hand. And they also had the practice of, you know, giving you pennies on the dollar.
So we've actually got some decent stats at level 14.
Oh, we do. Oh, man, somebody just mentioned Babbage's. Man. I remember going there for some games for the old Mac 512K Enhanced.
Guys, I was born in 95, so have pity. Eh, GameStop is best stop. Just saying.
Comment in chat. Funko Land was a thing we used to have. It called an offline store.
Yeah, offline, what's this thing? What is this garbage? Also, yeah, we have no Healmore.
We still have no heal more. Until we have heal more, it is by definition not go time. Tesla has gone ahead and finally found a mountain cave, has the token, won't be long before they've got this drop either.
You know, I'm honestly curious, has anybody ever actually gone for Dragon Lord 2 in a race and won without heal more?
I don't believe so, but I could be mistaken. But I do know that at least you could try to dive for the sword. They're kind of a dive and grind thing.
Yeah.
And then you get the sword, and then if you get heal more on the way down, score. If you don't get heal more on the way down, back out, and you've got a much better position to start grinding those golems.
Yep.
Comment in chat, imagine a level 20 plus heal more. No, level 16 is the cap. If on the randomizer, if you have not gotten a spell by level 16, you get them all at level 16.
So, fun fact, Brian Williams, we actually had a race where the only way you would have been able to have a consistent way to get through Sharlock without having to rely on the RNG gods would have been to grind up to level 28 to be able to repel the AK-47s.
Yeah, there was a comment in chat about the remake of DQ4 was way better when they discarded the mandatory AI. I certainly agree, and in fact, that was one of the Game Genie codes that I used to use, was getting rid of the AI in Act 5.
But yeah, this is a seed. This is a seed, and we still only have 65 MP. So we have 8 Gilmores.
8 Healmores would be 80 MP, so we're looking at 8 Healmores.
8 times 8 is 64. Because it's 8 MP for each Gilmore, right? Or am I mistaken? I might be mistaken. Someone in chat wanna correct us. Hello?
Hmm?
There we go.
Hmm.
Were you not able to hear me?
Sorry, I had a little bit of an internet hiccup there.
I don't know if that was your end or my end. So both our players have the ability to act as soon as Tesla gets his rainbow drop. But without Gilmore,
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I personally would probably dive for the sword, simply because with these MP, unless I get a crap load of MP, I'm probably looking at 2 dives anyway, just because I am not as good as these runners are. So, I would just go ahead and dive for the sword now, and then go on a golem grind.
yeah. There's the rainbow drop for Tesla. Also, hate to Paul Doug. Yeah, this MP and lack of Gilmore kind of hurts a lot.
Yeah, they're gonna need a substantial strength total to be able to overcome that. Although, you know, we're only level 14. We could have to go all the way to 16 before we get Healmore, and we can't go until we get Healmore. So, I mean, you could theoretically end up with ghost stats at level 15 and still have to wait until level 16 because that's when Healmore was. You could get like 30 MP at level 15 and no Healmore.
We're about to see level 15 now.
Yeah,
So,
we are neck and
one,
neck. It is anybody's
one.
race right now. I mean, Centroid is about 1,000 experience points ahead, but that's actually not that bad, given where they are.
Hey, Shaky, did you notice what 15 doesn't have?
MP?
Or Healmore for that matter.
Or Healmore. Yeah. I mean, the hit point total is very nice. Or the MP total is nice.
Oh, jeez. I'd like to remind everybody we're on a PG channel. Ignore what Sneaky just said. But yeah. Max level is 30. No, 16 is the highest level that you can go to get all your, spells.
Yeah, it is guaranteed at 16 if you haven't gotten it yet. Comment in chat, Healmore was patched out!
I mean, I think there actually is there is a flag you can set that no hurt more, if I'm remembering right.
Yeah, there's no hurt more flag, and there's also a flag where you have to get heal and hurt before you can get heal more and hurt more.
Yep.
Tesla is diving to bottom of grave. I think Tesla just did top of grave earlier and didn't actually do the bottom, and so they're re-diving grave in the hopes that the sword is down here.
Possibly. But we already know it's in
Unfortunately, yeah.
Which we're probably not doing without a heal more.
I mean, we could get the sword without a heal more, potentially. We're just not gonna be able to take on the Dragon Lord.
I mean, do you really want to dive Sherlock without it? Yeah.
You got a better idea?
Grind to 16 and pray to the RNG gods that we actually get some MP.
Yeah, but grind on what without a heal more?
Golem?
Without a heal more? That's gonna be painful.
They already were doing it earlier.
Yeah, he's gonna dive and grind. He's not defense breaking anything, so he's gonna have plenty of these lower tier Charlock enemies available for the taking, for experience points. These werewolves, the Star Wyverns, Axe Knights. He's gonna be able to take these on and get a lot of experience points on the way down. He is looking for 9750 for experience total.
Also, Brian, I think you're looking maybe at HP, because we've only got 120 attack power.
Well, keep in mind, you're gonna have the Erdrick sword instead of the broadsword, and then you've got the cursed belt on top of that.
Yeah, true. Death necklace, you mean?
Yeah, death necklace and the big stick. So the combination of those two will push you up close to 150.
That works, I guess. But that's assuming you can get down there with the resources necessary. And
This
actually
is true.
get to 16 in the process. Like, yeah, it's theoretically possible, but I'd say it's a long shot.
Yeah, for those of you who maybe aren't familiar with the randomizer and don't know what we mean when we're talking about the death necklace, in the vanilla game, it was just straight up a bad item. You didn't want to pick it up. If you did, you had to go talk to the guy in Breckenary to get it removed, and then it's just destroyed. Your best bet to do it is to sell it. That's either half plate or most of a broadsword. In the randomizer, however, we decided to spice things up a bit. It gives you a plus 10 attack power at the cost of 1/4 of your maximum health.
Also, there's the bad news for Tesla. The news that you're gonna have to dive Sherlock for that sword.
Yeah. Now, Centroid is actually getting within 1,000 experience of his level, so he's actually doing a pretty good job. And still has 8 heal mores.
For now.
For now. This heal walking has really been awesome. And there he is at exactly 64 MP, which is exactly 8 heal mores.
Yep.
Stone Man dodged him for some reason.
Ow. Rude.
Yeah, this Stone Man was just rude. Ruku chewed bag of food, dude.
No, I'd honestly be kind of tempted to just go the judge's table first, just in case it's there and it's, you know, quicker if you do that first.
I would do it just for the memes.
Also, yeah, it is a thing. I definitely called judge's table as well, bro.
We're probably gonna see a fairy flute bail on this.
Yep.
No, he's gonna go for it. Ooh, Golem hath woken up.
Rude.
How rude.
Alright. Now he's staying asleep.
Yeah,
So-
Tesla is not trying to win on this dive. Centroid is trying to conserve his mana so that if he does get it, he will have a chance to win on this dive.
Yep. Although...
Yeah, Tesla is committed to a double dive, whereas Centroid is trying to pull this off in a single dive. He is
Alright.
down to the bottom floor. He's in the armory.
if we can get past this, Star Wyvern.
Yeah, Star Wyverns are sometimes referred to as jerk birds, depending on what skills they have, but with baby breath, they're not that dangerous.
Yep. Okay, herb. Gold. Scale. Gold.
Uh-oh.
Crazy
Belt! Oh! It is on the vanilla sword location! Centroid, you gotta back that up!
Oh boy. Vanilla sword. This is why you do judge's table first, folks.
Mathematically speaking, it is usually a waste of time, but when it's not, it saves you an enormous amount of backtrack.
That, and if you just do judge's table first, it's quicker than having to backtrack. See, jeez. I feel bad for these runners.
Oh, come on. No, you don't.
You're right. We can pretend.
Hey, there's no shaming in this channel. You know, you could be honest and admit of watching, enjoying watching these guys suffer.
I mean, my preference of suffering is something more like the AK-47, see, not so much just like one out of the way spot. Unless that one out of the way spot is Sherlock and it takes them 2 hours to find after they're in go mode. That was a fun one. And there's the sword.
And now with an attack power of 140, once they equip the Death Necklace, they will in fact have a 150 attack power, which is going to be a 25 to 12 range.
So, Fox Razor, hey, Sneaky, you wanna do the honors of telling him about what the AK-47 did in that seat, or do you want me to?
Alright, the TLDR is that they didn't see any armored knights until they hit Charlock. And then they hit Charlock, where they had AK-47s with a 75% sleep, 75% DL2 breath, a 12 out of 16 resist stop spell, and they were a 3 out of 5 encounter rate at the top of Sharlock and a 2 out of 5 encounter rate at the bottom of Sharlock.
No hurt more, and it was 50% DL2, by the way.
Oh, it was 50% DL2. Okay.
So yeah.
So level 16 brought with it 20 MP, so if this dive doesn't work for Centroid, the next dive is absolutely free.
Yep. They can't anymore because of that seed.
Yeah, they can't anymore because of that seed. Also, because of that seed, they capped the stop spell resist at 9 out of 20?
9 out of 16.
9 out of 16, excuse me, yeah. Yeah, all of the resistances are out of 16 because you're talking about binary. Because remember, we're talking about the NES. They had to make every byte count. And now the Tesla is going to find out he just got trolled with the sword at the vanilla location.
Yeah, poor Tesla.
And what Tesla is probably going to do is, once he gets the sword, outside return, heal up, and do the dive. And at that point, that would be pretty much a free dive. And the final boss is an Axe Knight!
Yep.
Before the actual final boss. And an excellent move takes it down in his second hit.
Okay, so we've got 8 heal mores. We're gonna be hitting for 56, 28, 14 to 28.
Yep.
And yeah, we're gonna have 122 HP and 79 defense.
Even with that, yeah, I mean, the only thing about a 79 defense is you do have to worry about 50 hits. They're rare. They're extremely rare. I think you're only going to have like a 2% chance of getting a 49 plus and a defense of 79. But at the same time, you know? And also the Tesla has gone ahead and gone to the spike tile. Sees an Axe Knight is probably, nope, is just going to bail at this point.
Yep, let's see what this dragon fight. 23, so starting off good.
Only has 8 heal mores, but is doing some substantial damage here.
I missed the first hit. Or maybe it was the second one. I saw the 23 and the 24. There's a low roll. $23.
I'm not sure why Tesla's saved, but I'm guessing it's force of habit.
17.
Where is Tesla going? Oh, stock up on herbs.
Yep. Also, it's funny to think that 17's a low roll.
Question in chat, can you beat DL without Edric's Sword? Yes, absolutely. Flame Sword is certainly Dragon Lord viable with sufficient strength and maybe a Death Necklace.
Yep. Also, this next hit should do it. Yep.
And break out your GG! Centroid has defeated the Dragon Lord, has gone ahead and recovered the Ball of Light, and will be progressing. This will actually allow him to skip the initial run-in, so he will be in the second run-in to be able to go into the playoffs. The Tesla, unfortunately, will not be progressing to the playoffs this tournament, but has done an amazing job. And give a big shout out to the Tesla, because I think this is their first tournament that they've done, and has actually come out and done a very good standing.
But hopefully our restreamer will go ahead and ask time, and we'll see if he wants to come in for an interview. Yeah. Oh my, what a seed.
What a seed indeed.
Meanwhile, Tesla going down Charlock as well. Kind of surprises me since he's only at 15. But might be hoping to get 16 on the way
Yeah,
up
look,
earning resources.
he's already at 92, so he's gonna get 16 on the way down. He's only got a couple more fights before he hits 16. And he knows he's got to get the sword from the vanilla location. I'm honestly surprised he didn't backtrack to the vanilla location, grab the sword, and then try and grind to 16, and then bounce and try again at 16.
Also, final time was 1:24:17 for Centroid. Oh, and hello, Centroid GG.
Oh, thank you.
So, how about that map?
It wasn't bad. I just there was a few nooks and crannies that I missed the first couple times. Just I think that the first couple times I ventured out from the castle, like I just kind of beelined to certain places trying to find stuff while I was, because I was low on resources. And what happened is that, there were some holes in my exploration for sure. So like, that's why it took me an extra 5 or 10 minutes to find everything. Cause like, I had to retrace my steps to be sure of myself. And, so like on an inefficient routing early, what led to Swiss cheese kind of on my map, but like I found everything later, I guess.
Yeah, and it was a fairly close match between the two of you, all the way up really until close to the end, to be honest with you. The big difference was, number one, you were able to do that count. You bookmarked the count, run around, got the count taken care of without having to rescue the princess, whereas Tesla got trolled by having to defeat the golem to rescue the princess to get the flute that's used to defeat the golem.
Yeah, it was it didn't seem like that bad of a. I was kind of hoping it would have been on the first continent, but it was thankfully it was like just right across the pond. Honestly, I literally just kind of drew the coastline on a piece of paper, and because there was a nice distinctive landmark. It was like so I pointed to like 54 south, 10 east, and then just counted 13 steps from there. So it was it wasn't too bad.
Right, yeah, if I were Tesla right now, I'd go get that sword, dive out to go to an inn, and then go for the kill.
Either that or just go down to the Dragon Lord and leave on your own terms by accepting his deal.
True.
I mean, you end it on your own terms. Get some swag points. But yeah, this was a jet adjacent seed, I would say.
It was close, like yeah, for sure. It was a welcome change from the last 2 or 3 seeds I've done. I think I had 2 that were 2.5 hours plus. So this, I mean, I don't think I could have sub-houred, but like it was maybe if I eliminate maybe 10 minutes of my messing around, like a 115 was not out of the question. But like, yeah, this seed felt great. It was really nice.
Yeah, when you hit level 3 and you got hurt, those enemies over, at Garenham, the wolves, the skeletons, even the poltergeists was just so good, and they got you up to level 8, which is where Hurtmore was, and at that point you were off to the races, given that you had Erdrick's armor right out the gate.
Yeah, the early armor was nice. I mean, I think step 2 was really finding the sword, which took the whole seed. But yeah, like I didn't even know all the towns were like within one screen of the start. I didn't even know that until 40 minutes in. But thankfully, I didn't miss the keys because I think I did a nice job of like keeping all those wings from that initial level 1 grind. Because I figured I could try to sell those for keys later.
Yeah. Now, one thing that Tesla did that you didn't, because he opened the chest in a different order, he managed to get a key grind out of that instead of a wing grind.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that would have been better, I guess.
Which means he got into the back end of Garenham a little bit sooner than you did.
Yeah, thankfully it was full of trash. It was like Herb, Torch, and the harp guy.
Yeah. So, not a big thing, but it had the potential to be interesting, but it turned out to be a minor thing. But just one of those things that you're watching and going, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and like there's something to be said for being thorough. Like, if you really wanted to take your time, you could have like checked the Tangential basement and then reset, and then check the treasury and then reset. It's just, I don't know, like, on one hand, you could be very thorough and take the extra minute or two to do that, or it's like, just keep going. And if you find something that works, stick with it. And it's always a tough call on the moment. Like, I'm sure it's easy to write on paper, like, this is the correct play, but
when you're in the driver's seat, when you're in the spotlight, it's a totally different scenario. Absolutely. And that's something I do like to point out to our viewers is, we have perfect information. We know exactly what's going on here in our comfy chairs. The runners, on the other hand, don't know what the other runner is doing, don't know how far behind they are, and are feeling that pressure, which can sometimes cause them to make maybe less than optimal decisions from an objective perspective that is just something that they feel is gonna work for them in the heat of the moment.
Yep. That's kind of why I had this idea for a tournament of, they're not allowed to read the ROM or anything like that, they can't have a spoiler log, but they're allowed to watch the restream and allowed to watch the other runner.
That would be kind of fun, I think. What's I gonna say?
Like, no outside info allowed, but to get info that the other runner has and that the chat has.
Yeah.
Like, I think that would be kind of entertaining to see just, like, the meta that would be established by that.
And that would be a different sort of race, to be sure. There would actually be a strategy where you don't want to be the first one to open up everything and find everything, because you know that your opponent is just going to write on that information.
Yup.
Yeah, I like what Chad is saying. Just sit there and let the other person do the work.
Yeah, just sit there and grind at the beginning, and let the other guy do all the hard work of exploring while you're just sitting there grinding. And so when they're finally found all of their stuff, you're sitting there at like ghost stats almost. You just go collect everything and GG.
Yeah, but what happens when both runners are doing that, and then you're like, well, somebody's got to make the first step into exploration.
Then you just make sure that you're confident that where your stats are is sufficient to be able to explode on the scene so hard that it doesn't matter if they know where you are, they're still not going to catch up.
Yeah, true. It would be hilarious, though.
It certainly would be.
So yeah,
And
I
like,
did. Sorry,
huh?
go ahead. Oh
Oh,
no.
I was just gonna say that, like, that wouldn't even be DWR exclusive. Like, you could do that with just about any rando, and it'd be like, grab a bag of popcorn to watch this go down.
Yeah, grab the foldable chair. This gonna be good.
Yep.
Yeah, so neither of those grind tiles seem to be very efficient. Like the red dragon was not optimal, especially with no heal more, and like the golem was okay, but I just still felt like that was super slow. So that was just kind of like why I decided to just. I was trying to like find armor knights on the overworld to grind for a bit, but yeah, where did the Tesla end up grinding?
I think Overworld actually.
Yeah, that's probably the best. That's probably the most efficient thing. I think there was a nice spot. There were a couple nice spots, like I want to say like south of the first continent had like that one area with all the demon knights and stuff like that. There were a fair number of like troll magi's and stuff, but yeah, grinding wasn't the easiest in the seed, but I mean, I guess there were a couple nice little pockets you had to find.
Ooh, that was almost a misstep. Tesla went yes, and then he went, "Are you sure?" And he said no.
Yeah,
Oh,
thankfully the game lets you correct that. They give you a chance, like.
okay, let's.
Yeah, if you don't have any more questions, maybe I'll just pop out of chat and let you all focus on the Tesla's Dragon Lord 2 fight.
Any final thoughts before you hop out of here?
Not really. Just excited. I'm 2 and 3, so play-in race playoffs.
Yep, no worries about the first play-in race. Just go straight to the second play-in race.
Yeah, it's gonna be chaos, but it's gonna be fun.
Yep. Also, let's see this Dragon Lord fight.
Alright, starting off at 106 hit points, gets 25 for the first hit, and gets a double on the first one for another 25. Nice way to start this run off. Yeah, this is, I mean, he's got 11 heal mores, so this is as free as it could possibly be, barring a miss menu or not healing on 49 and getting a minuscule chance 49 or 50 hit.
Yeah, we're already at 88. So, yeah, this is going really well.
Healing at 51, he's being conservative there, and I do not blame him.
Can Dragon Lord hit for 51?
At 79 DP, I don't think so.
Also, this last hit should do it.
Yeah, I mean, he had so many heal mores in the tank, blowing one is gonna be not a problem. And break out your GGs! Tesla has also defeated the Dragon Lord!
GG. So yeah, he would have been fine to go for that. Alright. Let's get his final time here shortly. 138.49. GG's. And he will indeed be in here for an interview. So, well, you will see him shortly. Alright. Gosh, it has been one heck of a season. I have enjoyed commentating with you. Like always, it is such a pleasure.
Well, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to be able to team up with you, either as a co-commentator or as the restreamer. Those are always some interesting scenes to commentate.
Oh,
And it looks like we
Tesla.
are going to get Tesla coming in here. And GG, Tesla.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
GG. So,
Yeah.
great job.
Yeah, even though you aren't going to be progressing to the playoffs, you have certainly acquitted yourself
Oh,
honorably
thank you.
this tournament, and you have actually been a good runner. It's just that, not everybody can get to the playoffs, unfortunately, but you've been doing a really darn good job, and this race was really, really close up until the very end. Been a good runner. It's just that,
Well, like I said when everything started, I didn't expect my record so far is I haven't actually beaten a single person without them forfeiting. So I was like, you know what, that's probably going to happen again, and that's
like I said,
fine by me. Started, I didn't expect my record so far is I haven't.
Yeah, I
actually
mean,
beaten a
it
single
really
person without
went
them
all the
forfeiting,
way
so,
to Charlotte Castle. The two of you were pretty much neck and neck going into Charlotte Castle. The difference was he managed to get his sword and kill on the same dive, and he also did a dive and grind. So he came into Charlock at level 15, went all the way down to the bottom, got trolled about the sword, went back up to the vanilla sword location, and back down to the Dragon Lord without burning a single heal more. So he had 8 heal mores going into the Dragon Lord fight at level 16 and took him out.
Meanwhile, every 3 steps for a while there for me.
Yeah, that was down to char luck and encounter luck.
Well, like I also said, RNG and I have been in a blood feud for about 90 years now. I mean, in fact, that's one reason why I quit playing like MMOs, because I would make it to the end game stuff, and then, you'd need like progressively better items, and I would never get those drops. And it was just like, I'm like feeling like I'm playing 60 hours a week and doing nothing. So it's like, I gotta call it.
No, absolutely. You've got to take care of yourself, number one, and games are games. If that's a problem, you got to dial it back. That's absolutely the responsible thing to do.
But overall, that Charlock was actually probably the nicest Charlock I've ever ran into, and that was kind of the reason I was almost tempted to call it, but I was like, you know what, this is the best Charlock I had, and I looked at my purse, because I have my own life split timer up, which is a little bit fast, and I was like, hour and 38, I think that ties me for my record for the fastest I've ever completed a seed. So it's like, you know what, if I'm going out, I'm going out on top for me.
Hey, and there is nothing wrong with that. You ended this on your own terms, and you acquitted yourself quite honorably. I mean, level 16 was pretty much a free fight once you had the extra 20 magic points it brought with you, so it wasn't really a dangerous trip for you. So, and it's always nice to just see what they do. I was also saying, the other thing he could do is to go out on his own terms to accept the Dragon Lord's offer as the forfeit, just as a swag move.
Very close to doing it, but then I was like, nah, I like getting the Dragon Lord's hopes up and then killing him.
There you go. You always pull the bait and switch.
But yeah, that was overall though. I thought the seed was actually really nice. Again, like I said, this is, I think, to the minute the fastest I've beaten one. So it's like, yeah, this one was actually pretty nice.
Yeah, there were no DL2 breath enemies that I saw anyway. I mean, the map was rather convoluted, but, you got trolled a little bit with the fairy flute being on the search tile that you needed the princess to find, which was being guarded by the golem.
Oh yeah, and actually that was the other thing is, when I wrote down the coordinates, as soon as I got to them, I live in a pretty quiet neighborhood, but all of a sudden I started hearing somebody like purposely honking their horn for like, it wasn't even a car alarm. So I'm just like, I have ADHD, so I had that going on. I was like, okay, 54 south, 3 East. So I first started trying to map it to see if I can get to it. And then once I got to about 47, I saw, oh, it's going to be across the water. So I ended up, going to get the princess at that point. And then for whatever reason, it was like, oh, okay, I know what to do. Go through the swamp cave and search there. But then I searched the wrong spot. So that's why I went back to Cantlin one more time.
Yeah, if you think your coordinates are off, it's a little bit painful, but not a bad move to double check your coordinates, because there have been times where I've just flat out written them down wrong. Like, there was one that I had that was like 13 south, and I had written it as 18 south.
Ooh, yeah, just being off by just even that much, it can kind of throw you off. I know I could have started moving to the west and started searching, but at that point I was like, well, did I write down 54 when it's supposed to be 51? Do I want to spend that much time, or do I just want to circle back around a little bit later? That's what I ended up doing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that can always be something that trips people up, and of course, they don't call me Sneaky the Lost for nothing.
Hey, you're better at not being lost than I am.
I mean, I've also fallen victim to the, oh, wait a minute, Gwendolyn is saying that I need to be up in the north, when it is actually south of the temple, but she gives you the coordinates from your position to the castle, not from the castle to you. So I've gotten the east-west and the north-south mixed up too.
Yeah, the first 3 or 4 randomizers that I ever did for Dragon Warrior, I didn't draw the map down, I didn't write anything down, and that's a fast track to a headache.
It can be sometimes, but, and as you get experience with the randomizer, as you get experience playing it with other players, you start picking up these things, and they become second nature eventually. So, but, I mean, considering this is your first tournament, and really the first time involved in the randomizer at all, you've done an amazing job this tournament. Even though you didn't end up in the playoffs, you still let's say, acquitted yourself honorably and with valor.
Well, I absolutely appreciate the kind words. I definitely have a little bit of anxiety. I have the whole bedfellows of ADHD, depression, anxiety. So it was kind of nice also at the same time that I got to showcase when just in general, it's like, I'm not lying when I say sometimes I have really bad RNG luck. This was a prime example. It's like, because I've had, I went against one of the best players midway through. My internet went out for the first time in over a year during, my second race. So I had to forfeit that because it was down for an hour. And that was probably the only one I had a chance at beating. But yeah, I had
Make sure that you save the VODs, you can start recording on OBS. And that's an easily valid method of proof.
Yeah, but to fix it, because I didn't know that it was just the internet was down, I restarted my computer anyways. So I was like, oh well. And then it was just just end game. The seeds were sometimes really brutal. Sometimes my encounter rate was nutty as all get out and everything like that. So it's like, okay, I wanted to prove that I'm not super crazy when I'm like, yeah, I have pretty bad luck when it comes to anything kind of RNG related to video games. But I also do want to say, if whoever ends up 0-5, they mentioned possibly an exhibition match. I would absolutely be down for that, because hey, either I get my first win or I go down in record books as 0-6 and longest seed, being part of the longest tournament race. And I call that a win no matter what.
Hey, I mean, and the whole thing here is we're just here to have fun, I mean, it's not like we're doing this for the money or doing this for some kind of endorsement contract or deal or anything. We're just doing this to have fun. So as long as you're having fun, it's all good, man.
Oh, absolutely. And I want to thank everybody, not just the community, but specifically the tournament organizers, all the commentators, all the restreamers, basically everyone who's been working behind the scenes and in front of the scenes sometimes too. to kind of help things go off and be inclusive and just it's been a fantastic experience. Because yeah, am I a little bit bummed? Yeah, of course, that's just human nature. But I would not have technically done anything different. I mean, I'm glad that I jumped in to do this because I do enjoy meeting the people in the communities that I'm a part of, and being an extrovert isn't in my nature. So it's like this has been a kind of a really nice experience.
Yeah. Now, tomorrow, of course, there is no official race, but there will probably be the typical Sunday evening races that would normally happen even without the tournaments going on. But Monday, we've already got a couple of games scheduled, as you can see there. We've got Elmore St. James versus Stags there, and we've got Angel FM versus Nescard.
That's gonna be a crazy one.
Yeah, Angel FM versus Nescard to see who gets to go into the playoffs with the title undefeated.
Yep.
Oh, that's gonna be beautiful.
That's gonna be Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern time.
I mean, for what it's worth, no offense to Angel, but I gotta say, I think Nescard's got the advantage on this one.
Well, Nescard has been a record holder for the Dragon Warrior, some of the Dragon Warrior splits. At one point, he was the world record holder for the RNG Manip run, which he also did at a GDQ once. He is no longer, I think, the record holder, but at one point he held that record. So his knowledge of this game is encyclopedic. Now, Angel FM is another top-tier runner, so this is going to be the dream fight that everybody is going to be wanting to see next week.
I think, wasn't Angel FM also, isn't Angel and S Cardinality, traditionally they fought for first place just in the weeklies?
I didn't really keep up with it, but it's quite possible. They are both top-tier players, and they both have a tendency to kind of just, win.
Both matches are definitely going to be worth checking out if you can. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, the Elmore St. James versus Stags race is going to be very much like this one. They're going to be fighting to see who gets a bye in the play-ins for the play-ins, because they're both 1 and 3. So they're looking for their second win to be able to avoid the first play-in race.
Yep.
So that's going to be a critical race for both of them. I mean, Angel and Escart are both going to be in the playoffs. That's just not even a question at this point with 4 victories under their belt. So it's a little bit more critical if they want to get into the playoffs for Stag and Elmore.
Yeah, it's definitely a fight for survival for one of them, and then the other one is basically the good version of Goldberg versus Lesnar.
Exactly. Also coming up next Tuesday, I think, is DK versus Zarnax, which is great. They both have 3 wins under their under their belt, so they're both 3 and 1. They're going to be fighting to see who goes 4 and 1 and doesn't have to worry about the play-in for the playoffs, and who's going to have to play in the play-in. So that's going to be an interesting matchup too. So these are some really good matchups coming in this next week. Once next week winds up, we're going to be doing the play-ins, the 1 and 4 play-ins, to see who gets to play in the final play-ins, and then the final play-ins will determine who gets the last slots in the brackets, and then we go into March Madness with doing our brackets.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
So that's what the tournament is going to be. Any other final thoughts, Tesla, before we start wrapping this up?
So
Not really. For anybody who's, I know that's there are a handful of people at least I've seen kind of not just kind of thinking about joining the community, I would say just absolutely do it. Jump in and do it. You'll get to meet a lot of wonderful people, hone your skills in a game that you enjoy. There's nothing like it's just absolutely worth it. And you'll find that you'll like the experience a lot more than you think you might. And if you're worried about getting beaten or losing or anything like that, take it from a very sore loser. This was absolutely worth it.
As you were saying, Math?
I actually did have a question. Do we know yet how many people are gonna make it from the final play-in into the brackets?
I don't think we will know until the end of next week, because that will determine how many slots are left, depending on how many people go 4-1.
Fair enough.
I think I heard I think it's going to be 6, but I think there could be a little bit of variance depending on who wins and who loses. There will be one from the last chance play-in 4-1s to join the run-in race.
Yeah. Oh my though. But yeah, this has been a seed, and I think it's about time we wrap this up and send it over to up to G.
Yeah, Up to NG is another great runner, so this should be great. Until then, this is Sneaky the Lost. With me in the commentator's booth is the illustrious and infamous Math Girl, Cambion Rano Guy, running our tracker for the evening. Thank you, sir. Aylmore St. James doing the restreaming, and we will see you there.
Have a great day, everybody.